Hey everybody, welcome to Hey We're Talking. Once again, it's me and Bob.
Yes, it is.
We're missing Derek again. It's unbelievable. The stuff that has happened to Derek this week is it.
He has had a week of just hell. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
It's kind of just unbelievable. I mean, if it weren't true, we wouldn't believe it either.
Correct.
Here's the deal. So Derek, as we know, very, very, how do you put it? He likes to go straight down the middle. He likes to make sure he doesn't offend anybody at all. Go ahead. What was that?
He's a peacekeeper. He
is. He likes to, whether he has an opinion about something or not, he likes to really keep it close to the vest and not piss anybody off. Now, I, on the other hand, tell you everything I think usually if they'll let me. They tell me not to, so I don't do it too often. But Derek went to this place in Texas that to look at some espresso beans. Okay, he's looking around for some espresso beans for his coffee maker, for his espresso machine. He runs into Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz,
which was odd.
Which is very odd. And just Derek being the guy that he is, he didn't want to be seen with Ted Cruz or any politician for that matter because he doesn't want to offend anybody.
Yep.
But Ted Cruz insisted that Derek help him find a good espresso bean for a fundraiser that he was going to be doing because he was going to have an espresso machine there. And somehow or another, the way Derek was talking to these people at this espresso place really impressed the senator. And Ted Cruz was just very excited about this. And I don't know if you knew this, last week, Senator Ted Cruz proposed that we use the money from Mexican drug lords that we have taken to build the wall.
Right.
And Derek ended up having a conversation with Senator Cruz about this. And he said, you know, I don't like the wall, only because, now he said he didn't want to offend anybody by saying he didn't like the wall because, you know, some people do like the wall and some people don't like the wall. But Derek said he didn't like the wall because he felt like it would make Mexican people feel bad.
Yeah. And
Senator Cruz was moved by Derek, and he asked him if they could have a private meeting today on Friday of all days when we're going to do the show. What's that?
On Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, on Cinco de Mayo, they're talking about the wall, and Derek's trying to convince Senator Ted Cruz that we should not use El Chapo money to build the wall. Yeah. Now I'm mad at Derek. I'm pissed off at Derek for doing that because I think it's a great idea to use El Chapo money to build the wall.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week for Derek. I will say that.
It's truly unbelievable.
I just hope he got me the espresso beans that I asked him to get me because
I don't know.
He said he was going to the store and he doesn't go there often, but he knows that they've got some of the best beans.
Yeah.
I asked him to pick me up some, so we'll kind of see what happens with that. Hopefully everything goes well with Derek.
But you run into Senator Ted Cruz, and a lot of people probably would think, oh, I wouldn't want to talk to Senator Ted Cruz, but there's a lot of people that would. I'm actually jealous. I gotta say, I would like to talk to Ted Cruz. I'd like to see what he's like in real life. But
outside the political. I don't know, whatever it is.
I'd like to sit down with them and have a drink and see if I can get past the fake, politician stuff and see what he's really like. Derek, I mean, you're living in a dream world right now. Tim McGraw on Monday,
right? Lost
in a forest on Wednesday. Senator Ted Cruz on Friday.
Sounds like a hell of a week and a great week all at the same time.
I mean, Wednesday was a downer, definitely.
He needs to be in a bubble over the weekend so he doesn't get bit by a rattlesnake or something.
I know, dude. We got to be careful. You never know what might happen to Derek. Nothing's out of bounds now. I have no idea what could happen.
I have no clue, but let's just hopefully Derek will be back here on Monday of next week and talk about some great things. But what are we talking about today, Scott? Because that's what today we talk.
Yeah. So on Hey, We're Talking, what we do is we talk. So this week on Friday, we decided I saw some stuff and it kind of just sparked something in me, and we're going to do the top 5 condiments, not condoms, condiments in the U.S., I guess. It might be.
No, I picked the U.S., so it's the top 5. We're going to go way beyond 5, so don't even worry.
We're going to talk about a lot of different stuff. But so tell me, go down the list, because you told me I'm going to be surprised. I did not look on purpose because I wanted to be surprised by these condiments. And I got to say, ketchup has to be number 1. Is it number 1?
No, it's not, actually. So
get the hell out of here.
So this is going by total sales
Yeah.
of this condiment. And it's typically over a year is how this is ranking it in America only.
Are you going to start with 5 or 1?
I'm going to start with number 1.
Okay, go ahead.
Hellmann's Real Mayonnaise.
Dude, that is bizarre. That's my favorite kind of mayonnaise. So there you go.
See, what's weird is I grew up on Miracle Whip.
Oh.
And then I became a man and decided that real mayo was important. And I started. Kraft
Miracle Whip is an abomination.
Oh, crap. Yeah, it's just. There's a big difference. It's
pure garbage. Sorry. If you like Kraft Miracle Whip, I'm sorry for you, but it is pure garbage. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Go ahead.
So the second one really, really surprised me, and we probably have a jar or 2 in the house right now. Tostitos salsa.
Salsa I guess it is a condiment.
$286 million. In sales.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, salsa, I think in our lifetimes, Bob, you're younger than me, but salsa became a thing during our lives. Like, that was not a thing when we were kids. Nobody ate salsa when we were kids.
No, well, when I was in, probably became a teenager, my parents started making their own salsa out of stuff in the garden. So, I mean, since then, salsa has just become this big thing. And I know my son loves this habanero salsa that he has. Typically, we'll go with a medium or hot Tostitos. We've tried a whole bunch of different salsas, but that's kind of our thing: salsa and barbecue sauce. We have a lot of it in our house all the time, and hot sauce.
I completely forgot about salsa because I only think of that as almost like a dip. Like I would almost put that in the dip category.
Yeah, but technically, it's a condiment. So. Let's head down to number 3, which is your Heinz tomato ketchup. $278 million.
Number 3. That's almost unbelievable. It's almost as unbelievable as Derek meeting Ted Cruz. But go ahead.
Right. Going on down the list would be number 4 is Best Foods mayonnaise.
Get the hell out of here. How do you put 2 mayonnaises on the same list?
I don't know. It's a different kind of mayonnaise.
Before mustard?
Yeah.
Before barbecue sauce?
I haven't seen that yet. I'm on number 5 right now, which is Miracle Whip.
Get the hell out of here.
$164 million. And then you go right below that. Then you got your Kraft mayo.
This is ridiculous. When do you get to barbecue sauces and stuff?
Number 7 is your French's yellow mustard, which is the only mustard to get, by the way.
Right.
Don't get your Kroger or your Jewel or whatever your local, Walmart brand or whatever. No, if you buy mustard, pay the extra 40 cents or $1 or whatever it is. Get that French's mustard. It squirts properly, doesn't have all the liquid, and like right now, it's a lesson learned, man. I decided one day to get my Kroger mustard.
No.
And I've been upset ever since I got it. One, the taste is different.
Yep.
2, when I squeeze it out, it becomes a big blob instead of a thin blob.
Yep.
And then I actually have to spread it on my bread because I eat mustard every day. So
what?
Yeah, I have a sandwich at work every day for lunch, and I always have mustard on it.
Wow.
I'm a simpleton, man. I bring a lunch to work.
Dude.
I'm cheap. That's why.
No, I get it. It's better off in the long run. Okay, what's after the mustard?
Let's go down the list. Another mayonnaise.
This is stupid.
And then number 9. Pace picante sauce or chunky sauce.
Another kind of salsa. I mean,
Yep.
barbecue sauce doesn't show up anywhere on here?
Not yet. And going down to number 10 is Hunt's ketchup.
Oh, please. How could that even be in the list?
I don't know.
Garbage.
Number 11. Pardon me, sir. Do you have any...
Grey Poupon. How is that real?
And then we get into a hot sauce.
Oh, boy. This is ridiculous. So you're telling me barbecue sauce, and not only that, I said this before the show, I thought ranch was going to be high up there because fat people everywhere put ranch on everything.
Put ranch on pizza. That's really good. Or sour cream on
This is
pizza.
completely ridiculous, though.
I do love ranch, and I'm not, I'm a little chunky, but I'm not.
No, you're not. You're not even allowed to say that.
According to my BMI, I'm like 20 pounds overweight.
You are the skinny bull crap.
According to my BMI.
I want to punch you in the throat for thinking that you're slightly fat, you bastard.
That's what the thing says. I don't know.
Listen, I have seen people, I know people who put ranch on everything, and it sickens me.
We have ranch in our house. We always have ranch in our house.
I get disgusted by the amount of ranch people put on stuff, and they put it on everything.
I could give you a recipe for Mississippi pot roast that you put in a crock pot, and you put the ranch powdered seasoning in it, and that's really
good. That tastes good. Yes, I'll the powdered seasoning I'll give you.
When
they pour that fat glob of ranch on everything, I'm just like, you wonder why you're fat, you fat bastards.
Thinking about Wednesday's episode with wings. Do you use ranch or blue cheese?
I know it's sacrilegious, but I'm a ranch guy for sure.
See?
On buffalo wings, I do use it.
See? So
I do use it. But I do not dip my pizza in ranch. I do not put ranch on fries or anything. I mean, people are disgusting, dude. Stop putting crap all over everything you eat.
Ranch is good. Number 12, Frank's Red Hot hot sauce.
Yeah.
Not one of my favorites.
It's okay. If you're going to do hot sauce and you don't want to, kill yourself, that's a fine hot sauce.
But number 13 I really love, and I've got 1, 2, 3 bottles of it. Tabasco sauce.
I'm kind of hit and miss on Tabasco.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what about any of the Mexican hot sauces like Tapatio or Tapatilla?
I don't use hot sauce on much of anything. I'm not a big sauce person. That's why when we first started talking about this, I told you like I thought ketchup would be number one because I can get out of hand with ketchup. If I got a really good if you go to like Red Robin or one of these places where you get a good basket of fries and they're hot and just perfect, I've been known to drown my French fries in ketchup.
Yeah, see, I won't do that. I'd instead of ketchup, I'd have barbecue.
I do barbecue on French fries sometimes also.
See, the way you feel about ranch people is the way I feel about ketchup people. Like ketchup and eggs, that's disgusting.
No, that's gross. No, I'm with you. No, I told you my ketchup problem would be fully a French fry problem. And I eat my brother makes fun of me a lot, and my friend Bill makes fun of me for the way I eat French fries. I have a thing. I kind of like, I don't do it on purpose either. And it's not like I do this with every other food, but for some reason I put my whole fingers in my mouth when I eat a French fry and kind of like suck the juice of the fry and the ketchup off of my hands.
You have some sort of a weird oral fixation.
No, you wish I did, but I don't.
No, it's something like that. So looking at this list, I mean, this list is just full of other mayos, Chi-Chi salsa, Hertz salsa, never heard of it.
Chi-Chi's con queso. I wish they bottled that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Back in the day, that was the thing, but Chi-Chi's got shut down because they kept getting everybody sick with their food.
Yeah, my wife and I, when we were dating, 20 years ago,
yep.
I would pretty much take her to Chi-Chi's every weekend.
Me too.
And I'd pay for it. You know,
twice grilled burritos, and
what we got. I just knew I was taking her to Chi-Chi's. I get paid on Friday, either Friday or Saturday. I was taking her to Chi-Chi's. We'd eat our chips and salsa.
Yep.
And just kind of do that. So when we get Chi-Chi salsa now, we're like, oh yeah, we're reminiscing the old times.
But they if they were smart, they would have really got the con queso down in some kind of like tub of con queso and sold it, because their con queso was the best.
Well, speaking of con queso, Chili's they do a pretty good.
They do.
And if you get on their email list, you get a free chips and con queso.
Their tortilla chips are the bomb too. There's every once in a while there's one in there that's like that rubbery kind of one, but usually those chips are fantastic. I haven't been to Chili's in a long time, but when we go, we get the bottomless chips and salsa, and they have great salsa. Some people don't like their salsa. I think the chili salsa is fantastic.
Well, one of the salsas, I think a place that's kind of looked at as kind of a ghetto Mexican restaurant, from what I've seen, is Pepe's restaurant. But their chips and salsa are really, really good as well. So they have, a lot of people don't have Pepe's. Do you have it down there?
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, maybe that's a Midwest thing, but Pepe's has really good chips and salsa. I love it. But we've got a lot of local. We have a very high Hispanic population where I live.
What are you trying to say?
That we have a very high Hispanic population.
I think he's trying to say that Derek really needs to talk to Senator Cruz about that wall.
And we've got so many Mexican restaurants around here, and there's some bomb places for chips and salsa plus cow tongue and all kinds of stuff.
This is man, we could have a whole nother show about this. This is good stuff.
Well, here, let me finish off this list. I'm going to rattle it off real quick.
Hurry.
Which I don't get this one. 17. Horseradish.
I get it.
Oh, I can't stand that stuff.
It's good sometimes.
Got a Newman's Own salsa, a Blue Plate mayo, a Golden's mustard, so another mustard on there. Relish, Vlasic relish.
Come on. I can't believe barbecue hasn't made an appearance.
Maybe these people don't like barbecue sauce.
This is ridiculous.
Mount Olive relish.
You know what it is? It's because there's so many different types of barbecue sauce. If we were just saying what types of sauces are the top and not the brands,
maybe
it'd be different.
And then Cholula rounds off number 25, which I have that stuff in my house too.
Well, I think we need to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think it's an odd topic, but we all have condiments.
We do all have condiments.
I don't have those, but you know.
But yeah. Anyway, hopefully Derek will be back next week. We appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully we entertained you. And we will talk with you on Monday. Thanks for listening. We'll see ya.